Okay guys, welcome back to another rolling around the campfire. Well, today I'm going to challenge myself and I'm going to do a pavlova in the camp oven. I've done it once before. It sort of was half successful, half failure. It rose really good, and then I think I just left it on the heat a little bit too long and it sort of collapsed a little bit, but it still come up quite tasty, so I claimed it as a success. But I'm going to give it another run today, see how it goes. So yeah, and on that note, just if you want to let us know any of your camp cooking failures, leave a comment down below, and we're going to give the best comment or the best story for the camp cooking failure a Yeti embroidered Memories Not Money stubby cooler. So yeah, let us know what your failures were, and everyone has them, so don't be shy, and yeah, you could win yourself a nice new Yeti stubby cooler. So we'll get into it anyway. So first up, we need 4 egg whites, so we'll get them going. We'll have to do something with the figure out something we're going to put the yolks. This is not going to play the game, is it?
Well, you got him though.
We'll swap one out for this one. Always nice and challenging getting the egg whites separated. That's that too. Not having a real good run with these, am I?
Swap Michelle out.
Oh, I got him.
Oh, you got him?
Yep.
Look at that.
Good job. Normally I find if you crack them on a flat surface like that, they tend to break away alright, but these are, you know, we're in the middle of an egg shortage, so I don't think these are great quality eggs. You can't get them good farm fresh eggs really easily at the moment. So there's our four egg whites in there. Now next part, we need 250 grams of caster sugar.
I'm going to use half.
So I've got that here. What we do, we put half in and then we'll beat it up, and then we'll put the other half in after we beat it up and get it to a nice stiff texture. So I reckon that's probably half there. Oh, look at that. 125 grams, I kid you not. Hey, how's that for a calibrated eye? There, now we'll give a bit of a beat. Yeah, so that's sort of what you want. See how that's come up and it's holding its shape. That's what you're looking for. So now we add in, I don't tip it over, the rest of the sugar. So I'll just sprinkle that in. We want a teaspoon of corn flour, which is this one. Just sprinkle that in gradually. And a teaspoon of white vinegar.
And a pinch of salt.
And lastly, a pinch of salt. And then we just mix him up again. So that should do. All you got to do that last time is just combine it, make sure it's all mixed in well together. And we'll just get a little scraper.
You can have a find when you need it.
Right, yeah, we had to go raid the camper trailer to get the one out of it because the one from the house has gone walkabout. I'd say a child has used it for something else, or
Who would know in this house?
I don't know. So yeah, we'll just get all this mixture out of the.
You know, when I was a kid, Mum used to give them to me.
No.
He's mean, Mum. He won't let me lick the beater.
Got to get all the mixture. Go with that anyway. That'll do.
I hope that's not plugged in still.
Self-washing. So yeah, I'll just pile this onto our tray. We've just got a bit of baking paper on there, and sort of make it into some kind of a shape that resembles pavlova. Some people like to make it like stick right up as a peak. Some recipes do say to form a peak, some just say make it a blob and it does its own thing basically. Yeah, we'll just scrape out all that mixture. And then I'll get a bit of a shape resembling something of a pavlova. Yeah, so I'll just something a bit like that, a bit rough, but yeah, it should do the trick. And yeah, now we'll chuck him in the camp oven and on the coals. Put that lid on, and we'll get him outside. Right, so you're looking at, as a rule of thumb with the recipe, it's saying cooking at about 180 degrees, so it's sort of, you know, you're not going to get really great temperature control. But what I'll do is I'll just put probably a shovel full of coals under its bum to start with, like that, and then I'll put there, and I'll probably put 2 on the lid, and then just keep an eye on it and have a bit of a look and see how it's going. As you can see, we've got another cook going on at the same time. Doing a roast rump for dinner.
A few coals escaped.
Yeah, scapes. Just try and get them out of the way. So yeah, I reckon that will probably do me. I'll stoke that fire up a bit more again, and we'll probably give it 20 minutes at that, and I'll lift the lid and just see how it's travelling. You sort of don't want it too much heat. You just want it to cook nice and slowly and even. It'll probably take maybe an hour. We'll just see. It's all going to be guessing game, and yeah, maybe I'll have a story to win that Stubbie cooler too. So we'll see how it goes. Right, so it's been about 20 minutes, and I've just been checking. I took a bit of heat off the top because it was really cooking pretty quick. I couldn't control the temperature as well as I'd like to, so I took the heat off the top. But this is what she's looking like. So she's pretty much done. I stab him. She seems pretty good inside there. So next step is leave it in the oven, just take it off the heat and just let it sit for another half hour or so, and then you're right to do your decorating. So yeah, we'll take him off the heat, and actually I'll take all them coals off first. So yeah, it's a bit quicker than what I thought. So that's probably why it's worth checking it, keeping an eye on what's going on in the oven. And now I'll just take him off the direct heat, and she can just sit here now for probably half hour, and then we'll keep an eye on it and see what it does. Hopefully it stays formed like that, because that's pretty much what you're looking for. And then we'll be back with you as we'll show you how we decorate it, and a little trick we learnt while we were travelling Australia to whip up our cream while we're making cakes and stuff. So yeah, we'll be back with you shortly. Rightio, so the pab sat for about half hour. It has fallen a little bit. That's why I remember now why they say when you're placing it on your tray to like form it up a bit higher if you want. But yeah, if you're happy just to have it like this, it turns out just the same. No huge dramas, but yeah, that's it. It's come up a treat. So now I'll show you the next trick that we said about getting the cream whipped when you're on the road. You know, now we've got lithium power and bloody inverters and everything. You know, you can still whisk, but sometimes you don't have that. So this is just a little trick we learned. I don't know where we learned it from, but somewhere along the way, and we started doing it. Just whip our cream up. So I'll show you.
Yeah, we were in a soft floor camper trailer then, so we did not have a kitchen or anything.
No. So what you do, you just get a little Tupperware container. You can do it with a little Chinese takeaway dish if you want. Chuck your cream in there. Put the lid back on. And make sure the lid is on all the way properly. And now we shake. And just give it lots and lots of good shakes.
You gotta work out.
And eventually, yeah, you get your work out at the same time. But yeah, eventually it thickens up and comes up a treat.
We actually didn't even have to do that sometimes, did we?
Yeah, sometimes the corrugated roads.
Such rough roads.
We used to use the long life creams, so they'd just be in the pantry, and sometimes, yeah, they'd just be
they'd be pre-whipped.
So yeah. Yeah, make sure you got a lid that's very attached, otherwise cream cream goes everywhere. But yeah, see, it doesn't sort of take a hell of a long time. So look at that. It's probably by the time you get your blender or whisk out or whatever you got, you probably have that pretty much done. So yeah, that's pretty much it, I'd reckon. So yeah, look at that. Nice thickened cream. So I might give it a little bit more, I reckon, but it's should chuck a bit more cream in with it. We probably need all that to go. But yeah, just a little trick. If you don't have all the bells and whistles while you travel, there's always a way to do it. That is for sure. I think we did it once. I did a Christmas at Mandy's Auntie's and they didn't have a blender or anything, and my contribution was a pavlova, and I sat there with the hand whisking the cream. I didn't know this trick at that stage, so yeah, it's certainly come in handy a few times. Especially making cakes and then on the road, you don't have to use icing, take icing sugar or anything. You don't have to, for decorating your cakes, you can just put some nice fresh whipped cream on.
Yeah, the boys love that. You know, cream cake, he used to call it.
And every now and then we just grate a bit of chocolate over the top of it for something special, or if we had Milo or something like that. Yeah. Alright, that's pretty much good. Rightio, so she's all good. Nice and thick cream. So we'll give him a good coating on the pav. And then you can put whatever fruits you can get your hands on, or what you like, to top it. We've just got some raspberries and a bit of kiwi fruit. It's always a favourite with the pav, the kiwi fruit. So yeah, we'll chuck them on, and that's dessert to go with our lovely beef roast hanging over the fire tonight. But yeah, it's probably not something that you do in the camp oven all the time. There's just, you know, to probably more so prove a point that anything you can cook at home in an oven at home, you can pretty much cook it in the camp oven. You just might have to change a bit of technique or be a little bit more conservative. Like we do cakes all the time and they're always different. Some can be done in 5 minutes, like literally you make up your cake mix and it's done, put in the oven, camp oven, 5 minutes it's done, ready to go, and cooked all the way through perfect. And sometimes it takes 40 minutes. It's all very dependent on timber, the weather, how cold it is, what you do, how far you have it off the heat. Like there's so much, it's just more of a game of put it in and see how she goes. I'll just get that cream off there, might as well use it all up. And oh. There we are. So now we'll just chuck the kiwi fruit on. Tell you what, they're bloody expensive at the moment too.
I think everything's expensive at the moment.
Life is expensive.
Yep.
We saw a post the other day, somebody, what was it, they did a 12-month lap of Australia and it cost them 120,000 or something.
Yeah, and ours cost
us
under 50,
43,000 for 12 months, 3 boys.
But we were very careful with our spending.
Yeah,
we
we
didn't
were.
do many attractions or anything that cost too much money, and even
Beer and diesel was our biggest expense.
groceries was very limited as well, which the boys learnt some very good lessons
Yes.
in that.
There we go. I reckon that's going to do it. We'll chuck him in the fridge for later. And yeah, there you go. Voila. Bit of Camp Oven Pavlova, so you can do it. I'd class this as a success. It's not 100% exactly how I wanted it to turn out, but it's pretty good, and I reckon it'll taste even better. We'll show you that when we dish it up later on after dinner for dessert. But yeah, let us know in the comments what's your camp cooking failure, and let us know the story, and the best story we'll pick out, and you can get this nice Yeti Stubbie cooler. So yeah, we'll show you later when we're dishing her up and see if it tastes alright. It tastes as good as it looks, and we'll see you then. Rightio, so we've just had dinner. It's quite tasty. But yeah, now time to dish up the dessert. The Camp Oven Pav. So we'll cut into it. And oh, how much do you want, love? Where's your size? That one?
Yeah, a tiny bit after that feed, because that dinner was massive.
So there we are. Look at him.
Ooh, dropped him.
That's how she cooked up.
That's beautiful too.
Nice.
Actually, I'll see if I can turn this thing on. Oh, there we go. A bit more light on the subject. So you can see. Crunchy on the top. Gooey in the middle. With some cream and some fruit.
Definitely. I think I should call that as a win.
Yeah.
Success. Yeah, so let us know in the comments, like we've been saying, your worst camping, cooking failures, and the best story. Mandy's going to pick it out, and you can win yourself a Memories of Money limited edition Yeti Stubbie cooler. So let us know. But yeah, just anything you think you want to try and cook in the camp oven, anything you can cook at home, I'm pretty sure you can cook it in the camp oven. It just takes a little bit more effort, or you just got to work around a few things, but it's all doable. So give it a go, whatever you want to do, and yeah, we'll see you next time. Cheers, folks.